Alright, what's going on, guys? This is Lone here. We got some Call of Duty Black Ops 3 in the background, and we got robbed in this match. This is TDM, and we did top of our team, but we lost. My team completely sucked. I was the only one with a positive KD. Went 20 and 9, something like that. And I'll let you guys just watch that in the background. But in this video, since we've got robbed, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about backwards compatibility with consoles. Now, I know I'm a PC player. Mainly, I haven't touched my Xbox 360. I don't have a new gen console. I haven't touched my 360 in months. The only thing I was using it for at the time was Netflix. The last couple years or so. Before PC gaming, I was a console player, an avid one too. I was pretty good at most things I touched. So, that being said, let's talk a little bit about this backwards compatibility issue. A lot of people are misled or are uninformed about why these console manufacturers are having a hard time with it. It's not that they can't do it. They can do it. They can do it relatively easily. It's not that these new consoles can't handle it or can't read these games, even though they're written in a different programming language. Think about it. Okay, you have an Android phone, or your buddy has an Android phone. Chances are somebody you know has an emulator on their phone that will run N64 games, for example, or PlayStation 2 games. You can find an emulator for almost every single console on the market for your iOS device. That being said, if you think about that for a second, let's say you have an Android phone. Okay, Android plays Nintendo 64 games. Why in the hell can an Xbox One instantaneously, after they come up with a program, of course, play any 360 game they want to? It's not because they can't do it. They have the knowledge, they have the people, they can do it. The problem is two things. One being licensing. A lot of these companies are bought out by newer companies and so on and so forth. A lot of these property rights and things like that get put from one hand to another, and people have to license these things all over again to sell them again, you know what I mean? What once was may not be the same case anymore, so you have all that to deal with. Not only that, but if you think about it, why would, okay, let's say Microsoft released their top I don't know, 300 games or whatever. Like, games that people will go back to in a heartbeat and spend days and hours on. Why would they want to do that when it would stifle moving forward with brand new games? They want these new IPs to keep rolling out. They want to keep moving forward instead of looking backwards. They're afraid that people will lose interest in the new stuff coming out, and they don't like that. They want to keep looking forward. They don't want to keep looking back. Those are the two main reasons: licensing and the future. Okay, they don't want to tread in the pool that kept them alive back in the day. They want to keep moving on. That's just my opinion. It would not be hard for any of them, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, whatever, to come up with an emulator app or whatever it is you want to call it. Buy it for $20 or whatever the price tag would be. Download it to your system, and you have the entire library to go through. Granted, the licensing issue is taken care of. Now, obviously, these consoles aren't open to really mod out or anything, or else people would have these things already from third-party sites and whatnot. But I don't know. That's just my whole thing on it. Don't be fooled. It is possible. Those are just the real reasons, and I thought you guys might want to know that. So I kind of wanted to reiterate something real quick before we go ahead and close this video out. It has to do with what I had said about these companies wanting to move forward, Sony and Microsoft wanting to look towards the future and not think about their 360 games being backwards compatible and things like that. They have these new consoles, these new gen consoles, the Xbox One and Sony PlayStation 4. Okay? They want to keep these consoles relevant. These need to be their babies until their next gen products come out. They need to keep these things rolling. Okay? And that ceases to be the case if you think about it. Like, there's been a few good games that have come out, but not every single one of them is. There's quite a few of them are not. Let's be honest. If you make these things backwards compatible, all of a sudden all these fantastic games that they came out with for the 360 are now available. Where do you think the player's time is going to be focused on? They might have their one new game that you guys put out for the Xbox One that they're going to be playing, but I guarantee it, there's going to be 10 other Xbox 360 games that they're going to go back to and they're going to play the hell out of. Ones that have great replayability, great graphics, great, great community behind them, just everything. So they're scared, okay? And it's really, it's understandable from a business standpoint. Let's be honest, but it's just not good for the gamer. Same with console exclusives, for example. That's another thing that I cannot stand. Tomb Raider, for example. Everybody has been using this, and I know it's a mainstream argument, but it's whatever. It was a timed exclusive for the Xbox One. Sony had to wait a year. PC players just got it, and it was a good port. Honestly, I haven't played it myself, but I watched a lot of port report reviews and things like that, and so it looks to be a good port. But when you make a game exclusive and you divide that player base, you tell people that these players deserve it more than these players do, or these players get it before these players do, just because they bought this console. It puts a bad taste in the other player's mouths, and honestly, I don't buy exclusive games, even like timed exclusive. I will not be buying Tomb Raider, simply because of what they did. It might be a great game. It might be a fantastic game. I played the game for it. And I don't know. Anytime I see something like this that ends up hurting the gaming community, just puts a bad taste in my mouth. And I like to talk about it with you guys. And I'd like to get your guys' opinions, really would, in the comment section below. What other things out there are really affecting the gaming community that really pisses you off? And I'm not talking about shit talkers on COD or League of Legends or whatever. I mean, straight up business techniques that are kind of foul and really shouldn't be the case. And I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on all this stuff. So with that being said, I'm gonna cut this commentary here, let you guys enjoy the rest of the gameplay in the background. Like I said, we got robbed in this match, and I thought it suitable that I talk about us gamers getting robbed just a little bit for my commentary. So if you enjoyed, please hit the like button below. Subscribe if you have not, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, okay? Take care.
UAV, awaiting orders.
In the turn, sensors have captured your objective. UAV power levels 5%.
Sniper's gone.
There are no words for what I just saw. That's a hard fail.
Suggest fall back and regroup.
Mess with the best, die like the rest.